Hey yo, hey, it's your pal Palamation, and today I'd like to discuss something that's been in the back of my mind ever since Link made his debut in Mario Kart 8. It's been a real treat seeing the Zelda, Animal Crossing, and Splatoon series cross over into Mario Kart, but why stop there? Why not bring over several characters and tracks from Nintendo's biggest and best IPs? So in this video, I'm going to discuss how I would make the next Mario Kart game by centering the game around a cast of Nintendo's biggest stars. Mario Kart is such a huge name for Nintendo that for marketing purposes, it'd likely be best to keep Mario Kart in the title and subtitle it Nintendo All-Stars or something like that. So I would have this game play like a normal Mario Kart with the same items as usual, plus a few new ones from the other series here and there. What I really want to focus on for this video though is what series, characters, and racetracks I would choose for this game. I'm going to choose 12 different Nintendo IPs, Mario included, and give each series their own cup for a total of 12 cups. The cups will be standard length, meaning each series will get 4 courses based on iconic locations from their respective games. Every series will get 4 characters added to the roster, with Mario getting 8 because it's kinda his game. Plus there's just too many iconic Mario Kart characters to only pick 4. Alright, so let's just get right into it. So the Mario series seems like the obvious place to start. For characters, I'd go with the original cast from Mario Kart 64. While the second game in the series, Mario Kart 64 can be viewed as the true launching point for Mario Kart's insane popularity. So this roster consists of Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser. These characters seem like the most pivotal to the series, and while it's hard to omit characters like Daisy, Rosalina, and Waluigi, I'm trying to keep a realistic roster size in this game, and we have a lot of series to cover. For the Super Mario Cup, I'll start off with Luigi Circuit as the first course. This course's simplicity serves as a great opening track, and like many others on this list, it's a staple of the series. Peach Beach is next, and I chose this for 2 reasons. The first being that tropical locales are always beloved in Mario Kart, and the second being its ties to the recently re-released Super Mario Sunshine. For the third track, we have Bowser's Castle. These treacherous tracks are always a blast, and every Mario Kart game needs one. And for the last track, we have of course Rainbow Road. I don't think I even need to explain myself here. Now the second series I'll include is The Legend of Zelda. Link, Zelda, and Ganon are obvious choices, and I would give them all unique designs loosely based on the Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds style. I feel this style would mesh well with Mario, and choosing designs not specific to any one game would better represent the series as a whole. Now for the fourth character, I had a lot to choose from, but I'm going to go with a personal favorite, and that's Skull Kid. While characters like Impa and Tingle appear multiple times in the series, Skull Kid has such an interesting design, and his mischievous personality is perfectly suited for Mario Kart. Now onto the Legend of Zelda Cup. For track 1, we would have Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time, a very memorable location for Zelda fans, and I would include Lon Lon Ranch as an area you pass through. Doll Children and Peahats would also appear in this course as hazards. Course 2 would be the Lost Woods from A Link to the Past. There are several different depictions of these legendary woods in the Zelda series, but this is where it all started, and in my opinion has the best music of any iteration. This stage could be a fun maze where, similar to the 64's Yoshi Valley, players would be unsure of their placing in the race. Course 3 would be Death Mountain. I'm choosing the Death Mountain from Twilight Princess, as the Goron mines add a whole new element for players to traverse. And for the final pick, we have Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild. Players would start in the castle town and be dodging Guardian lasers and pools of malice on this single lap course, ending with a sharp drop into Calamity Ganon's chamber. Our third series on this list is the Pokemon series. Now in terms of characters, Pokemon has arguably more options than any other series. The first pick will obviously be Pikachu, followed by fellow first-gen Pokemon Charizard. Now I didn't want to include too many first-gen Pokemon on this list, but the first 2 seem like must-have Pokemon, and I can't leave out my boy Mewtwo. Mewtwo is my personal favorite Pokemon, so I gotta throw him in. Now for the final pick, I'll go with a fan favorite that isn't a first-gen, and that's Gardevoir. Similar to characters, Pokemon has no shortage of memorable locations to choose as tracks for the Pokemon Cup. The starting course will be the Wild Area from Sword and Shield. This course would provide a large variety of both environments and Pokemon to see. Next we have the Rocket Hideout from Red, Blue, and Yellow. The spin tiles found in this location could provide a fun spin on the typical course. The Elite Four from Black and White would be next, and the different rooms for each Elite Four member would give some scenery changes and chaos to the course. Now for the final pick, we have Mount Silver from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This would be another single lap race taking place in and out of the mountain. The course would end when you find the former champion Red atop the summit. Next up we have the Kirby series. Kirby is no stranger to racing games with his very own title Kirby Air Ride. For characters, I choose the playable cast found in most modern Kirby games, and that's Kirby, Bandana D, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. As for the Kirby Cup, Green Greens is the obvious place to start, as it's the starting course for most Kirby games, and Wispy Woods would work well as a stage hazard. City Trial would be next, and this stage would serve as a shout out to Kirby's very own racing game, plus the different sections of the city would provide some great variety. Planet Shiver Star will be the third stage, and I honestly just love the belief that this is the post-apocalyptic Earth. Oh, and there's an abandoned mall to drive through, so that's fun. The final track will of course be the Fountain of Dreams, where players must keep an eye out for Nightmare as he chases you through the track. The Star Fox series will be my next pick, and for the first 3 racers, I will choose Fox McCloud, Falco Lombardi, and Slippy Toad. Now I did give Peppy Harris some thought, but I have to go with Crystal as my 4th pick. She seems to be the more popular character of the two, and I don't want this list to be a complete sausage fest. The Star Fox Cup will begin with Corneria, obviously a very well-known location, and the players could drive through the city as it's under attack. Track 2 will be Saria, the dinosaur planet from Star Fox Adventures. This is perhaps the most fleshed out environment in the whole Star Fox series, and is a very unique location from other locations visited. Titania will serve as the 3rd track for the cup. Honestly, just pick this one to serve as a desert themed stage for the game. And the final course will be Venom, which will consist of multiple branching paths as a reference to Star Fox 64's campaign, and will end with Andross as a stage hazard. Now onto the Metroid series. For Metroid, I will be going with Samus, who will have the Zero Suit as an alternate option, similar to how different colored Yoshis and Shy Guys work. Next up, we'll throw some baddies into the mix with Ridley and Dark Samus. And for the last character, I'll choose Sylux, who is believed to have a very important role in the upcoming Metroid Prime 4. For the Metroid Cup, we will start with Brinstar as the first track. Perhaps Metroid's most well-known location, this stage would have you wind up in the depths where you'll have to dodge Kraid as he tries to smack you off course and into the lava. For track 2, I will go with Area 5 from Metroid 2, or more appropriately, Samus Returns, as the marshy jungle environment seen in this game is my main inspiration for this pick. The 3rd course will be the Xeno Research Labs from Metroid Prime 3. Players would start outside in the floating city of Chozo, before racing through the labs full of freakish creatures and spooky sights. And for the last track, we have Norfair, a cave-themed track filled to the brim with lava traps. This course would pass through Ridley's lair near the end with an ominous and empty hatched egg chilling in the background. The next series on this list will be the Fire Emblem series. Similarly to Pokemon, there's no shortage of characters to choose from. The first character will have to of course be Marth, the poster boy of the series and the original protagonist. Next I would choose Lucina, as she's the fan favorite from the game that saved the franchise, Awakening. My 3rd pick will be Edelgard from Fire Emblem's best-selling title, Three Houses. And my final pick will be a longtime fan favorite, Lyn. The first track for the Fire Emblem Cup will be a Castle Siege. Like the stage in Smash Bros, this stage won't belong to any specific Fire Emblem game, but will see you drive through a village and castle as they're under attack. You'll see several forces battling in the background as you dodge falling debris and catapult fire. The 2nd track will be Castle Shirasagi from Fates. This castle is based on feudal period Japan, making a distinct and beautiful location from the series. Next we have the Monastery from Three Houses. No other location in the series can be as widely explored as here, so it only makes sense to add it as a track. And for the final course, we have the Dragon's Table from both the Mystery of the Emblem titles and Awakening. Players will begin the race on a narrow stone bridge before entering the temple and witnessing the rise of the fell dragon Grima. Now on to our next series pick, which is Kid Icarus. While the future of the Kid Icarus series is unknown, I think the lively and charming cast would be right at home in Mario Kart. The first pick will of course be Pit, followed by Pit 2, Dark Pit. Palutena is obviously next, and the final choice was a tough one between Hades and Medusa, but I have to give it to Medusa as she has more history with the series and more female representation is always nice. Palutena's temple seems like the best place to start off the Kid Icarus Cup. Its majestic and peaceful atmosphere makes for a perfect first track. The Reset Bomb Depot will be next, where characters will race through the exploding forest as Viridi berates them in the background. The City of Souls will be the 3rd course. The large diamonds and countless numbers of underworld souls makes for a beautiful yet eerie track. And the final track will be Hades' Belly. This course would provide an environment unlike any other in the game, where cellular enemies and Hades' heart itself will make an appearance. Next up, we have a series that's no stranger to Mario Kart, and that's Animal Crossing. The Villager will be my first choice, with both boy and girl options available. Isabelle is next and will be a returning character alongside the Villager. Tom Nook is a solid character to fill the third slot, and for the fourth and final spot, we will have KK Slider. Now, the Animal Crossing Cup was definitely the hardest to decide, as there aren't exactly a lot of distinct or vast locations in the series, but I believe I managed to scrounge together a decent list based on the 4 seasons and multiple titles. For the first track, we will go with the standard village from Animal Crossing on the GameCube and set it in the fall. The second track will be based on the city from City Folk during the winter. Our third track will be the campground in the spring from Pocket Camp, and the final track will take place on a series of islands in the summer from New Horizons. For this course, you'll start in the village and make your way through deserted islands and places like Harb's Island. Now, the next 2 series I'm going to do a little differently. These 2 series will be FZero and Pikmin. For FZero characters, I'll be going with Captain Falcon, Jody Summer, Samurai Goro, and Black Shadow. For Pikmin, I will choose Captain Olimar, the Pikmin all bunched together in one cart, Charlie, and Brittany. I chose Charlie over Alf as his design is a bit more unique. Now, while I'm familiar with the characters from these series, I haven't delved too deeply into these titles. So to cover what courses should be added to the game, I've requested help from my friend and fellow YouTuber, A Talking Sock.
Okay, I'll try to be brief. 4 standout areas from Pikmin that I think would make good tracks are as follows. Garden of Hope, the quintessential Pikmin location. Forest Navel, full of menacing creatures that could act as hazards. Twilight River, the map is already centered around a loop and hopping on lily pads would be neat. And finally, Treacherous Oak, racing through the giant tree while being chased by something I won't spoil, seriously, play Pikmin 3, would be Mondo Epic. As for FZero, while Nintendo could theoretically copy-paste a cup from one of the previous games, I feel that a best-of showcase would suit a crossover like this better. Mute City, Big Blue, Casino Terminal, Areopolis. Boom. That's all from me, but before I go, if I were to make a cup for ARMS, I would combine stages to extend their length and make them racetrack viable. Spring Stadium / Scrapyard / Sky Arena for 1, Ribbon Ring / Snake Park / Cinema Dew for 2, Mausoleum / DNA Lab / Name Redacted for 3, and Temple Ground / Via Dolce / Buster Beach for 4. I could go into detail, but this is Austin's video, not mine. I just wanted to bring up ARMS real quick because no one else will, darn it!
You know what, buddy? Maybe I'll say ARMS can be the first DLC for the game. Now, for the final series to appear in this Mario Kart title, we have Splatoon. This should come as no surprise, as Splatoon has content in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. For the first 2 characters, I'll go with the Inklings and Octolings, with boy and girl options for both. And the last 2 characters will be the pop duo Pearl and Marina. For the Splatoon Cup, I will be choosing Inkopolis as the first course. This city is just bursting at the seams with interesting architecture and more colors and lights than you can shake a stick at. Black Belly Skate Park will be next, as a wealth of ramps and dips provide for one very wacky course. The third course will be Camp Triggerfish. This large interconnected tree fort makes for a unique and adventurous track. And the final track for the cup will be Octo Valley. This track serves as a great counter to Inkopolis, and the surrounding octopus-shaped rock structures and disjointed platforms make for some interesting scenery. Since I'm sure I'll get some backlash for not including certain characters on this list, let's make a real quick list of characters I'll include as DLC. We'll do 4 sets of 4, and as promised, our first set will be for ARMS, which will include Springman, Ribbon Girl, Ninjara, and Twintel. No Min Min since she's already got Smash Bros. Second set will be for more Mario reps, and it will consist of Daisy, Waluigi, Rosalina, and Bowser Jr. Our third set will be for the Donkey Kong series with Diddy, Dixie, Funky, and Cranky Kong. And our final set will be for third-party characters including Sonic the Hedgehog, Megaman, Pacman, and Banjo-Kazooie. And that's the 12 game series that I would include in a Nintendo-themed Mario Kart. I'd like to give honorable mentions to Xenoblade and the Mother series. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and I'd love to hear all your thoughts in the comments below. I'll admit, I'm not super familiar with every series on this list, so please let me know what characters and tracks you would like to see if this game ever comes to fruition. If you like this video and my content, please hit that subscribe button to show your boy some support. And special thanks to A Talking Sock. If you like video game speculation and sock puppet shenanigans, he's your guy, and I highly recommend checking out his channel. But until next time, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. Have a good one.